Hollywood. My name is Matt Fritsch, and I'm the chairman of the board of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. It is my pleasure to welcome you today to the Hollywood Chamber's Walk of Fame ceremony in honor of George Clinton. The Hollywood Chamber has proudly administered this iconic Walk of Fame to the delight of millions of fans from around the world for more than 60 years. Right now, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage sports and entertainment media personality, Sibley Scholes, who will be our MC for today.
Okay, I'm a little short, so we got to bring this down here. First of all, I did this before all of these seats were set up. My name is Sibley Scholes. I am here, and I'm excited to honor someone so legendary today. But I need to make sure all of Hollywood over there and here are with me. Los Angeles, Hollywood Boulevard, how are we feeling? I love that. Okay, now that we got the blood flowing and we're ready for today, again, as I said, my name is Sibley Scholes, and I'm excited to be the MC today as we welcome none other than George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Before we get started on everything today in the ceremony, I'd love to give a big shout out to all of the fans tuned in and watching around the globe on our live stream. Hello to all of you, and thank you for being here. It is presented by our media partner, Variety. Thank you for all you do. And of course, a big thank you, keeping us all healthy and high quality, hydrated, none other than our sponsor, Niagara. Okay, so let's get into it. The Hollywood Walk of Fame recognizes achievement in the categories of motion pictures, radio, live theater, live performance, sports entertainment, recording, and of course, television. And today, in the category of recording, we honor George Clinton with star number 2,769 on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, before we get this party started and welcome George to the stage, let me tell you a little about this honoree. And when I say little, I mean massive. There's a lot to talk about, but we're going to get through it right now. George Clinton is an American treasure. As one of the foremost innovators of funk, George is the mastermind behind the legendary Parliament Funkadelic P-Funk. His ingenuity has earned him and Parliament Funkadelic a prominent seat in music history. George is also a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award honoree. Let's talk about the story of your career, shall we? The Parliaments, a barbershop doo-wop ensemble which scored a major hit in 1967 with I Wanna Testify. He developed a sound that merged the polish of Motown acts, the rawness of James Brown, the bohemian styles of Sly Stone, and the pop sensibility of the Beatles. By the early 70s, the group's songs evolved into sprawling jams drenched in funky rhythms. And around the same time, George spawned Funkadelic, a rock group that infused acid rock guitar, the most amazing sound effects you've ever heard, with danceable beats and booming bass lines. Rolling Stone and Spin recently named Parliament Funkadelic as one of the top bands of all time. Let's talk about some of the popular songs that George has done. P-Funk, Wants to Get Funked Up. Mothership Connection, Star Child. And the group's first gold, Give Up the Funk, Tear the Roof Off the Sucker. We all know that one. Who can forget One Nation Under a Groove? Not Just Knee Deep and Flashlight. Aqua Boogie eventually culminated with the 1982 solo release of Atomic Dog. It has been featured in numerous movies, including Trolls, 102 Dalmatians, World Tour, and Menace to Society, just to name a few. It's been sampled countless times, most notably by Snoop Dogg on his smash hit, Snoop Dogg, What's My Name Part 2. The releases became instant dance floor anthems, and sparked funk's biggest movement. The live performances were equally otherworldly, as George would emerge from a giant spaceship, as we call the mothership, at center stage as Dr. Funkenstein to transport listeners into a totally different dimension. Thank you for doing that. Indeed, George's P-Funk, with his infectious groove and irresistible beats, became a go-to source for countless early rap recordings. As George has said himself, funk is the DNA of hip-hop and rap. Being one of the most sampled artists, George has become recognized as the godfather of modern urban music. Beats, loops, samples of P-Funk have been appearing on albums by legendary artists like Tupac, Outkast, Dr. Dre, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, and Ice Cube, whose star is right here behind me. And of course, the list goes on. And through all of it, George and Parliament Funkadelic have maintained a rigorous touring schedule that would test artists 50 years his junior. So y'all better come on and catch up. Recently celebrating an 83rd birthday. Happy birthday. George is as busy as ever, and it's beautiful to see. In addition to touring, he's working on 3 recording projects that feature collaborations with a who's who of top artists for the last 4 decades. Please, Hollywood Boulevard and the rest of the world watching, welcome to the stage our newest Walk of Famer, George Clinton. I'm so glad that I got the sequence memo. I was so hoping that this jacket, came out. First of all, can we give it up for the fashion always? George, before we speak to you and we hear from you today on this beautiful Friday, we have 3 friends of yours who would love to say a few words. So, our first speaker is a songwriter, most known for her tenure with Motown. She co-authored 2 songs with Berry Gordy on Jackie Wilson's album Lonely Teardrops, and then co-wrote the song Money, That's What I Want, which has been covered over 200 times by artists such as the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Supremes, and many more. Please help me welcome to the stage Janie Bradford.
Good evening. I'm Janie Bradford. I'm going to tell you a tale of George Clinton. I can't see that far. Okay, music, genius, and clothing designer. And before all of these, George Clinton, he was a 3-piece suit wearing dude, hair always popping. But he had a briefcase full of dreams. And hearing about this magic building in Detroit, George ventured to Hitsville, USA, which housed Motown Records with a number of songs. There was this real cute girl there that listened to his songs and signed him as the staff writer. Well, I forgot to mention the cute girl was me. Okay, I'm trying to see without my glasses. Instant success as a songwriter temporarily eluded George, so he decided to put a band together. One night, a cat ran across the stage playing with a multicolored ball of yarn. And someone had brought a dog that ran across the stage also. Can you believe the dog chased the cat? And George was trying to catch the cat. He fell, and the multicolored yarn entangled his hair. When he stood up, his clothes were all ragged and torn, and his band said, "Cool, man." And they tore their clothes also. And one even put on a diaper. George announced his retirement in 2018, and today in 2024, George is still working. My kids think I'm cool because I know George Clinton. I think I am blessed that he is my friend and I am his. Congratulations, George. Okay, I got it.
Thank you, girl. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yes. Before we bring on our next speaker, please give a round of applause one more time for Janie, a legend, another legend in the building, Janie Bradford. Okay, I know you're getting anxious. We have a couple more for you. Our next speaker is listed amongst the most influential people of 2021 by Time 100, Ebony Magazine's Power 100 Most Influential African Americans. He is a civil rights and personal injury attorney and has been referred to as Black America's Attorney General. Please welcome none other than Ben Crump to the stage.
Brothers and sisters, good afternoon. As a civil rights lawyer, I feel it's providential that earlier this week we celebrated what would have been the 95th birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King and his profound influence on generations both in the 20th century to the 21st century. And in that same week, we're celebrating a brother who had a profound influence on musical talents and culture in both the 20th century and the 21st century. And now more than ever in the world, we need music that brings us all together. And nobody music brings us all together quite like this brother, bringing us together, one nation under a groove. I mean, this brother got brothers and sisters all across the globe coming together through the mothership connection. I mean, he got people in Europe and Australia and Africa and North America walking around in daytime with a flashlight looking for the P-funk, the uncut funk, nothing but the funk, the bomb. That's why we celebrate the one and only, the iconic George Clinton, the father of funk music, Dr. Funkenstein himself. You know, he started out, he was born, my homeboy, Kannapolis, North Carolina, grew up in Plainfield, New Jersey, a young singer-songwriter at Motown Records, and then he transitioned to have his own bands, Parliament Funkadelic, that influenced some of the greatest musical talents the world has ever known, like Bootsy Collins, Roger Troutman and Zapp, Prince and the Revolution. And then from there, he transitioned to have his solo career that introduced computer games where he said, "Dogs of the world, unite!" and gave us what we think is the best song ever recorded in music history, Atomic Dog. And, you know, why must I be like that? So, brothers and sisters, in all seriousness, George Clinton said to me one day while we were sitting in his art studio called in Tallahassee, Florida, he said, "Brother Crump, I don't know what I did to deserve to be so blessed like I am in the latter stages of my life. I want to say to you publicly, George, the reasons you are so blessed in the latter stages of your life is because you were such a blessing to so many people during the course of your life." And so, before the grand bosses of the greatest fraternity on planet Earth, Omega Psi Phi, present you with a proclamation, I just want to say to you brothers and sisters, are you all ready to get up for the downstroke? Are you ready to tear the roof off the mother sucker? Are you ready to go knee deep in the aqua boogie? Because this brother has influenced such diverse musical talents as the Red Hot Chili Peppers, all the way to Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Master P. In fact, Berkeley School of Music said that George Clinton is one of the most sampled artists in music history. And his song, "Let's Play House," has been sampled more than any song in hip-hop history. That's who George Clinton is. We can go on and on, Al, be sure, about George Clinton. But right now, the president of Omega Psi Phi, the greatest fraternity on planet Earth, want to give a little love to our frat brother, the Godfather, George Clinton. Yes, Ricky Lewis.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ricky Lewis. I'm the Grand Basileus, the international president of the greatest fraternity on earth. And we have a proclamation for our fraternity brother, Brother George Clinton. Brother Clinton, we love you. On behalf of 200,000 initiated Omega men in 17 countries and on 4 continents, we want to give this proclamation to our fraternity brother, Brother George Clinton. Hey, Q's!
Yeah!
Hey, Q's!
Yeah!
Hey, Q's!
Yeah!
Hey, Q's!
Yeah!
Brother Clinton, we love you, brother. Hooks up. Congratulations. Welcome to Omega Psi Phi. Welcome to the Walk of Fame.
Dogs of the world unite. Love you, George.
How do I go up after that? I can't go up after that. How we feeling, Hollywood? Okay, so we have one more person coming up to recognize the man of the hour. Last but certainly not least, our next speaker is a musician, singer, songwriter, best known as the founding member and lead vocalist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He and his fellow members are Rock and Roll Hall of Famers and Walk of Famers as well. Please welcome to the stage, Anthony Kiedis.
I'm sorry, that's all the time we have for today. Welcome to the corner of Hollywood and George. Like has been said, George Clinton is a national treasure where we all got rich. It's true. So I was a little late to the party. My first exposure to Parliament Funkadelic was in Fairfax High School. I was a student in the mid-'70s, and I walked into class, and it was show and tell. And the kid next to me, his name was Zane, and he had the album Chocolate City under his arm. And I was like, what's that? What's that? What do you got there? He's like, that's Chocolate City. And I could tell by the way he held that record that it meant the world to him. And I was like, okay, I'll check this out. A little something went off. A year later, I went to see you with the Mothership Connection at the Fabulous Forum. Wandering around backstage, Gary Scheider with the diapers. And it's safe to say that seeds were planted. Like, just something happened to me that night where I was never going to be the same again. Fast forward to 1985, and I had started a little baby band of my own. And we were going nowhere slowly, which was fine, because we were having fun doing it. And the record company came to us, and they said, boys, if you could have anyone on earth produce your next record, who would that be? And Flea and I looked at each other, and we said, George Clinton. Which is, good luck, right? 2 months later, we moved into his house. In the rurals of Michigan, my entire band moved in with George and his family, and we set up our instruments in the living room, which was full of stuffed animals. He was a collector. And we started writing, and George started teaching us. And for me personally, George became an instant friend, a teacher, a mentor, a father figure, a co-conspirator, an instigator, and honestly, a conductor of alien enterprises, truth be told. And that record was called Freaky Styley, produced by George Clinton. And the rest was history. One of the things that dawns on me as I see you get your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is that my true hope is that someday my great-great-great-great-grandkids will see your name and they will go, I'm going to have to sing Bop Gun. I'm going to have to figure out this whole flashlight dance, and I'm going to go to bed dreaming about clones of Dr. Funkenstein. This is my hope, that my great-grandkids will walk across that and go, yeah, my dad knew that guy, let's check him out. So that's all I have to say. I love George Clinton with all my heart. Thank everybody for being here to support. And I'm going to sing a small spiritual hymn. And I'm going to ask everybody to just join in. You may or may not know the lyrics, but make my funk the P-funk. I want my funk uncut. Make my funk the P-funk. I want to get funked up. The P-funk that wants my funk stepped on. Yeah, make my funk the P-funk. I want my get it home. I want the power of the P-funk. Little spiritual hymn. Good night, y'all.
Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Steve Nissen. I'm president and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, and I can't believe I got to follow that. And George, standing next to you, I'm feeling positively drab and underdressed. And Anthony, I too went to Fairfax High a couple years before you. And I'll say this, we're on a very special street. George, one of the most famous streets in the world. Anthony's great grandkids will come here, but before they come here, every year, 10 million visitors come to the Walk of Fame. But there's only one George Clinton amongst them. So this is even though it's a street of dreams, it's a real place in the 13th Council District of the City of Los Angeles. And so on behalf of the City of LA, because the Hollywood Chamber administers the Walk of Fame, on behalf of the city. We're going to present you with a resolution from the council member who represents this district, Hugo Soto Martinez. How are we going to do this?
Stand right next to him.
All right.
Put it in front of him.
Sir, for the photos. That's great. All right, we have helicopters, we have frat brothers. And on behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, I now declare today George Clinton Day in Hollywood.
Damn. Thanks to the Hollywood Chamber. Whoa, wait a minute. Where my cues at? Where my cues at? Yeah. Damn. This is an honor to receive this star alongside the many names and notables from the world of entertainment. Damn, I'm gonna read this shit, y'all, because I'm so emotional, ain't nowhere in the hell I'm gonna sit up here and remember all this shit. Only 2,800 of them. This is something very special for me. This feel good as shit. I'm proud as hell. When I first found out that this was happening, I kind of shrugged it off and said, yeah, that's cool. I didn't think much about it. I learned in the early on in this journey that you are only as big as your latest hit. So you had to keep things in perspective to keep from getting a big head. I found out there would be times when it seemed like everyone knew your name. Then there were times when no one knew you. I learned to respect the balance. If I needed to hear my name spoken out loud, I would go to the airport and page myself. That's how fickle the ego is anyway. Sometimes I might be alone in the mirror and think, I'm all that shit. I'm thinking, I'm the bad motherfucker. Then I go ahead and flush the toilet along with the rest of the shit. But this feel good. Wow. Let's see. Truth is, I saw Frankie Lyman and the teenagers had all the girls screaming, getting hot and bothered by singing. I wanted to do that. And then I saw the groups all around my neighborhood getting hit records. I was encouraged. Coming to Hollywood was a big deal. We were from Newark. So you could see New York. The Apollo Theater stage was always within reach. But the dream of being a star was first going to Detroit and sitting in a car across the street from Motown, watching all the stars go across the lawn, in and out. Thanks, Janie, for giving me the encouragement to go on, even though Motown had rejected us because we didn't look as cool as the Temptations. You know what I'm saying? We were short and tall and you looked like a ladder. But you encouraged me, and that motivated me to look for something else, which led to the hippie look, which became Funkadelic. about as anti-Motown as you could get. By the time we got to Hollywood, we were already on our way. I even got a place not far from here, right down the street on Hollywood and Vine, and I lived on Hollywood and King with my ex-manager, Charlie. He's here somewhere, I saw him. So I know this hood right here. I know these streets. The World Funk headquarters was our office on Vine. I know what it means to see these names on the street, see these stars. I've often looked at them and was dreaming that one day I might be, down here myself. Even though I hung out on this street, up to no good, y'all. I see a lot of faces that I remember. But I lived here in the 70s, so I know what happened on these streets at night, along with hookers, hippies, and druggies, of which I was one. But I'm cool now. So I keep shit in perspective. One thing I realize is that there is not a single name on this street that did it by themselves. There are so many that I stand on that I can't name them all. But for each and every one of you, I give thanks. Knowing that the foundation of this career, the fuel for this journey, while my name is the one you read, it is all of your energies that helped us get through this effort. After I'm gonna name some of them. I can't name them all. Like I said, it's a million of them, from the Bootsy, the Gary Siders, the Tyra Ross, the Grady Thomas, the Fuzzies, the Glenn, the Eddie Hazel, the Bernie Worrells, Clip Payne. I mean, I could do this all day long. Y'all know. You know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of people, plus the fans and the family. My family, you see right here, my wife, Carlon, and every bit of the family throughout this journey has helped me do this, has been on my side to help me got me standing here looking at this star on the walk of the Hall of Fame at a special moment. I got to tell y'all, it ain't just about me. It's about all of us. Let me give extra mad love to the musicians and singers, P-Funk crew. I see Lynn Mabry over there, Sidney Barnes over here, Pat Lewis over here, Greg Thomas. People that started with us in the 50s, in the 60s. We've been here, we've been doing this, we here. Started from the bottom, now we here. And all the fans, the ones who got down with the funk and still be funkin', like P-Funk 1, the dude has been going to every one of our shows forever. The old fans and new fans who let the music move their soul. Y'all all know who I'm talking about. I've always said, if it's the people who make the funk. I'm blessed to have been a part of this cosmic slot. Thanks to the Omega Sci-Fi brothers who adopted Tom and Dog as their national anthem, keeping it relevant for over 40 years. Damn, 40 years. Now, as we drop the star on the Walk of Fame, let it be a symbol, not just for George Clinton, but for the power of the funk, the power of unity of one nation under a groove. And this acknowledgement does not mark a destination, even a pause, because we're still going forward. You see, I was encouraged by rappers like Snoop, Dre, Cube, De La Soul, Outkast, Digital Underground, Tupac, Kendrick, by the rock acts like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Prince, all those who said the funk inspired them in one way or another. They used the DNA of the funk, and that inspired me to go on. Inspired to go on in my fight. Thank you, Ben Crump. The fight for the rights, the musical rights. Not just for me, but for all those rights that has been mishandled. Thank you. Thank you, Hollywood.
Well, the time has come, Hollywood. Mr. George Clinton, I think it's time we unveil your star. Are you ready? Okay. Let's go down there.
Anthony.
Anthony. George.
Guys off stage. George, how you feeling? How you feeling? I'm feeling good.
I will do a photo with all the fraternity brothers, but I need you to hold down. I am very good.
She's good.
You know, Ricky. Okay, everybody, straight ahead.
All right, people of the world, it is time. Can you sit down? To recognize the one and only George Clinton with his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Welcome the newest Walk of Famer, George Clinton!
Damn! That's it.
We want the funk. Hey, gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Hey, gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk.
Say what?
Gotta have that funk. We want the funk.
Give it up.
Gotta have that funk.
Yeah.
Don't forget Janie's picture.
Thank you! Yeah! Thank you! Yeah! Thank you, Dog! Yeah! Say oh! Omega! Hey!
Guys, excuse us, guys. Guys, on the side, please. Hey, George. One by yourself. And together this way, George. Over here, guys. And solo without the flag.
Okay, cool.
Not yet. Hey, George. George, this way. George. George, this way. George, way over here, George. Hold on. Let's see your face.
George, the front of the suit one time. There we go. One more time, arms down, George. George, let's see the shirt, George. One more time.
Wait.
Sorry, he needs to get the shot. You all right? I got it, right? You got this. You all right, Please, yeah, respect this call.
Give her a kiss. Together this way. Get your name.
That's the white.
I got you. I know.
Break it loose.
I've already got you.
Hey, Crump, stand loose. Okay. We need some runs to the down for y'all. Down.
Video, bro. Video, Big A. Get your point, man.
Okay.
Video.
Hey, George, right. 1, 2, 3. Eastside Fire Incorporated. George, over here. George. Thank you.
Where we at? High cues!
Yeah!
High cues!
Yeah!
High cues!
Yeah!
Nation Stone!
Hell yeah!
Let's go! Set it out, young bro. Set it out.
Hey, look. Rick. Give it over. Randy. You got video.
Excuse us, guys. That's a photo right there. Right there, hold that. Yeah. All three, look at the yeah. Right in the middle. Guys, on your left. Clinton this way. What's your name?
Scotty Clinton.
Scotty?
Scotty with an I. Daughter. Y'all doing an excellent job. I need a photo of siblings.
Hey, can we clear the stars so we can... Clean the stars. Here we go, guys. Charles, good job, Charles. Why don't we put it on screen? Solo with him sitting. Anna, we could do a solo. Is this a chair? Right in front of the start. Hey guys, can we clear the start, please?
George? So George, we need you by yourself on the star. We need family to come over. And then we